Hey guys, Vaporwave Chris here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Vaporwave Chris, and I do videos on morbid and non-morbid topics and stuff like music, art, pop culture, social media, and more. And today we're going to be talking about a little bit more of the morbid stuff this time. We're going to be talking about a thing in particular that I'm interested in. Today we will be talking about some of the mass shooters who have recently used or have over the years used social media accounts or forums before they have carried out the attack. So today, let's dive into that. I'm Vaporwave Chris, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Since the 1940s, there's been reports of mass shootings in the United States of America almost every day. The earliest reported one was on September 6, 1949, in Camden, New Jersey. A 28-year-old World War II veteran murdered 13 people on the road in River Road. He was later diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, and he died in the hospital. But since then, with the use of social media coming along, there's been way more opportunities to actually carry out attacks with live streams, or at least leaving a note behind that tells people you're about to carry out something very heinous and very disturbing. In the 90s even, there wasn't really access to the computer as good as we have today, so you couldn't really pull off a live stream, you couldn't really do that unless you had very advanced technology back then. So with the use of the phones in hand and the computers in hand, there's been a lot of live streams, a lot of notes left on forums, announcing when they're going to do it, announcing their attack, and even their plans or their manifestos. So today we're going to go through the shooters and the attackers that have left manifestos, notes, or even used forums or any type of website before they've carried out the attack. My name is Vaporwave Chris, and let's dive into it. I hope you enjoy.
New Mexico is a truly enchanted land, whose history goes back to the dawn of time. It is a land many say was forged by the hand of God. It is a land with a spiritual mystique from the beliefs of the ancient American people. A land of multi-cultures, blended into a diverse population of contrast and harmony. New Mexico is a land of modern cities, scientific study, and ancient dwellings. From the high deserts to the rugged mountains, New Mexico has a reverence for the land and its beauty. You can find that which you seek in New Mexico.
Aztec is a city and the county seat of San Juan County, New Mexico. Many historical places also reside here, such as the Aztec Ruins National Monument and the site of the Aztec UFO crash hoax. On December 7, 2017, a school shooting occurred in Aztec High School in Aztec, New Mexico. The perpetrator was 21-year-old William Atchison, a former student of the school. But before we get into the whole thing, let's get into the background of the shooter, the background of the events, and the background of his online presence, as we will detail in this video with most of the cases. Prior to the shooting, William Atchison was frequently active on neo-Nazi and white nationalist websites. In March 2016, he was already investigated by the FBI for threatening to commit a mass shooting online. However, they didn't arrest him as they determined that he did not own a firearm, and he convinced them that it was just trolling. And believe it or not, it seems to be some pattern with shooters being in contact with other shooters before committing theirs, as he was in contact with the 2016 Munich shooter online. Later that year, the Munich shooter would have killed 9 people. The motive for the shooting is disputed, but a lot of people think it falls behind right-wing ideology and incel ideology as the motive for the shooting. William had previously lived in Bell, New Mexico before moving to Aztec to attend Aztec High School in previous years. According to William's father, he was in fact bullied frequently. In one incident, he was attacked in a welding class and stabbed in the chest. A neighbor had called the police on Atchison twice, once for shooting a pellet gun at their dogs, and a second time where marijuana was found near their property, which resulted in an argument, and Atchison had threatened to shoot the husband. Because of these disputes, the neighbors did not allow their sons to play with Atchison anymore. She described him as a person who spent a lot of time alone inside, and a co-worker had even described him as bullied as well. Atchison was also suspended from Aztec High School in 2012 for using the whiteboard to write a chronology of the Columbine High School massacre. Atchison was also frequently attending counseling in school and out of school, frequently also in Farmington, until his counselor retired. He saw 2 more counselors, but suddenly stopped after dropping out of high school on August 20th of that same year. After never returning to the high school, he started working at a local giant gas station nearby. His online activity was frequent, with many pro-Hitler and pro-Donald Trump forums and writings on his websites and activities on his accounts. He frequented a lot of white nationalist and Nazi websites as well. He even used names such as Future Mass Shooter and several different aliases to actual mass shooters he had nicknamed himself after. On Encyclopedia Dramatica, he went by the username Al Gore, where a lot of people knew him until he shot up the place, and then it resulted in actually Encyclopedia Dramatica not praising him, but making an account and page dedicated to hating on him and making fun of him, as he was not really successful in his attack, as you'll find out to see it later in the video. However, there were even a few users that asked Atchison stuff like, "How is your manifesto going?" as they were trying to get info out of him, or, I don't know, guess praise him. There were some people who did support him, I guess, but for the majority of the website, it looks like a lot of them were just dogging on him. However, all jokes aside, his father even told investigators that he noticed his son frequenting neo-Nazi websites and said that they were a bad influence on him. On an online post on Think Atheist in 2014, he posts on there describing his extreme frustration with living in rural New Mexico and having nothing to do and no future ahead of him.
Look, I'm sorry if I've been rude or hateful or anything, but I don't know what to do. I've lived a life for nearly 19 years. How can I become more polite and make some more friends out there?
William had expressed white supremacist views, as well as interest in Satan, Hitler, and mass shooters. He also expressed misogynistic and anti-Semitic sentiments. He frequently also wrote about wanting to end his own life as well. He had also claimed to be in contact with Carter Royals, a 15-year-old who had killed himself by gunshot at his school in 2016. This boy fortunately did not kill anyone else, but he instead had traveled to the school just to commit suicide in public in front of the school, and terrorize everybody and traumatize them. He was not even investigated earlier, but the reason the investigation happened as he had expressed interest in buying guns online as an interest to attack and plan a mass shooting with them. As a result of this, the FBI in fact did show up for this one.
And I've had a life, so their solution was to go psycho. Mine is pretty much control, you know, like make fun of everyone, you know.
Why do you say, William, you have a life, man?
Well, my history is up, you know,
Like what?
Like I've been stabbed. And my body's covered with scars for being stabbed, and I've been.
Who stabbed you? Let's see him.
Like gangsters and like, you know, the burning game where you take like erasers and they would like force me down and go like that. And up here, it's like just being stabbed physically a few times.
Okay.
So my point is, I've had a screwed up life, but like, obviously, I need to be looked at after all this. You know? I mean, let's just have a sense of humor. Like, I mean, all my I've done online, you know, like, I wouldn't actually do any of this, you know.
What I am saying is, when the curiosity starts to form like that, you really need to be really careful with where that goes, because what starts out as really a genuine concern, and as many online stuff goes on, they tend to get persuaded one way or the other, and we don't want William to get persuaded to the wrong side.
On November 2017, Atchison with his father traveled to Sportsman's Warehouse in Farmington. Here he legally purchased a Glock 19 9mm Gen 4 semi-automatic pistol. Ironically, after this, his father told him to never point at anybody, and in jest, never do a school shooting. I guess that did not work out. Sorry. 2 weeks before the attack, Atchison and his brother took the handgun and a .22 caliber rifle out for shooting and practicing. Several weeks before the attack, Atchison had visited Aztec High School, and the teacher even allowed him to do a tour of the school. His father also reported that Ashton had played a video game that allowed him to simulate killing people before the shooting that he had practiced with. Atchison also had a YouTube channel, which the FBI had also dismissed, as they said it was obviously a joke and they had understood. But on the channel was some very, very hateful and also very, very concerning behavior, with guns and a lot of slurs and a lot of just very hateful language and disturbing language.
I can't be an edgelord anymore. This is authentic, nigga. I'll just keep it brief. In the last year or so, ever since about the Trump era when he was fucking running and shit, there's been a massive uptick in the amount of censorship going on, you know what I'm saying? And it does not look good for my channel and shit. Like, I have a lot of fucking like butthurt fags and shit who hate on me and shit, you know what I'm saying? And all my videos got me permanently fucking banned in the European Union and shit. So every single video I upload, no matter how innocent it shit, gets me a legal complaint from the following countries: Austria, Switzerland, Czech Republic, Guinea, France, French Guinea or whatever the fuck, Guadeloupe, Israel, I wonder why, Italy, Martinique, or whatever the fuck, hold on. Sorry, I fucking live in the desert, man. Martinique, where the fuck? New Caledonia, whatever the fuck. French Polynesia, Poland, Saint Pierre and Miquelon, whatever the fuck. Reunion, French Southern Territory, Wallis and Futonia, Mayotte, and United Kingdom. I don't know why the fuck my shit's banned in the UK, because they're not part of the EU. Wait, they are, aren't they? Yeah. I thought they already got out that shit. Fuck the shit storm, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm banned from all those fucking countries and shit.
A timeline for the killings was found in Atchison's home, as well as a thumb drive which contained a manifesto and a note. On the day of the shooting at 8:04 a.m., Atchison entered the high school, disguised as a student. He carried a backpack containing the gun and several magazines. Atchison then entered the second floor bathroom to gear up. This is when 17-year-old Francisco Fernandez entered the bathroom. Upon walking in on him, Atchison then shot him. As he exited the bathroom into the hallway, he then encountered and shot 17-year-old Casey Marquez. According to the autopsy report, each victims were shot both numerous times. He then walked down the halls, firing randomly and shooting into some classrooms. Several teachers ushered many students into the computer lab and then barricaded it with a bunch of stuff to block the entrance. William tried to enter, but was not successful and only fired several shots randomly into the classroom, but no one was hit. As a result of this, William decided to end his life in the hallway. Now, as Encyclopedia Dramatica is already known for its many hateful and many bigoted pages and hate speech on their site, also with the offended page was just non-stop pages of gore and offensive imagery and stuff like that. They went on there immediately, started making fun of him for stuff like his Asperger's and his autism, and stuff like him for being from America, of course, an obvious one. So obviously, they did not take appreciation to him being a shooter. But onto that, let's go on to the next shooter. And this person is a shooter that used a different website. But let's get on to them next.
Florida. There's no other place like it anywhere in the world. It's known as the Sunshine State. Yes, sunshine. But Florida is much more than sunshine, as you shall see. The sights and sounds of Florida are never to be forgotten. There's so much to do and see here, it's unbelievable. Ponce de Leon named this land Florida because he saw so many brilliant flowers in bloom. She's a huge state, the 22nd largest in America, nearly 59,000 square miles. Hundreds of miles of beautiful sand beaches border the sea along a coastline longer than any other state except Alaska. Florida measures 447 miles from its northern state border to the southernmost point in Key West. It makes her the #1 state in distance from stem to stern. People come here from all over the world, by the millions. Why do they come? What makes this piece of real estate so special? Sit back, relax, and we'll show you why they come to visit and live in this great state. From the North Florida border all the way to Key West, we'll show you the great attraction of the state of Florida.
Jacksonville is a city located on the Atlantic coast of northeastern Florida. It is the most populous city in the county seat of Duval County. On August 26, 2023, 3 people were fatally shot in a Dollar General there in Jacksonville, Florida by a gunman. The gunman then shot and killed himself after he barricaded himself in an office. The incident was described as a terrorist attack and a racially motivated crime. The perpetrator was Christopher Palmeder, a 21-year-old male from Orange Park, Florida. Palmeder was also a former student at Oakleaf High School and Flagler College. He was active on websites like 4chan, 8chan, and Soyjack Party. In 2016, he was the subject of a domestic dispute call, and in 2017, he was Baker-acted by police during a call as well. During this, Palmeder told the police that he planned to kill himself by jumping off the tower of the Bank of America building in downtown Jacksonville. In a manifesto published to Rolling Stone, he denounced both rappers Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly for their close ties to black artists, and listed them as even potential targets. He then goes on to praise killers like Timothy McVeigh of the Oklahoma City bombing and Sung Hoi Cho of the Virginia Tech massacre. Palmeder cites one of his motives as being TND, which is, if you don't know, is a racist copy pasta, which is titled something I won't say, but it's total word death. It's not a very nice thing towards African Americans, I'm just going to say that. But that was one of his motives, as it's a very famous racist copy pasta used on sites filled with racist people. However, surprisingly, he seemed to have a positive opinion about black African American Supreme Justice Court Judge Clarence Thomas. Palmeder's guns were inscribed with swastikas and a bunch of racial slurs and racist motives and racist slogans, stuff like that. He was directly inspired by Brenton Tarrant too, which you don't know is the perpetrator of the Christchurch Mosque Massacre. His manifesto was titled A White Boy Summer to Remember, which is reference to the White Boy Summer meme that 4chan has originated from. Aside from his manifesto mainly citing Brenton Tarrant from the Christchurch Mosque Massacre as his main inspiration, he also starts writing literature and stuff like the Turner Diaries. During the shooting at approximately 11:39 a.m., Palmeder left his home in Clay County, Florida. He then released a TikTok video of him putting on a tactical vest. Palmeder arrived at his university campus, but then was apprehended by a security guard and left, as he had failed to provide identification. As he was leaving to the Dollar General, a security guard flagged down a police officer. This is when the shooting started. At 1:08 p.m., Palmeder shot 11 rounds into the front windshield of a driver car in the parking lot of the Dollar General, instantly killing the driver. He then entered the store and killed another victim. Multiple people fled through the exit, with Palmeder shortly exiting the exit shortly after to attack people more. Palmeder re-entered the store to attempt to shoot a security camera, but missed. As 2 more customers entered the store, Palmeder killed one of them and attempted to shoot the other one and shot at her, but missed as well, and she attempted to flee and was successful in getting away. At 1:14, Palmeder entered an office in the Dollar General building. 4 minutes later, he sent a text to his father, instructing him to use a screwdriver to enter his room. There, his father found a last will, testament, and suicide note on his laptop. At 1:19 p.m., police entered the building and heard a single shot, suspected to be Palmeder ending his life.
It's locked. Alright, check down. Check. God damn. It's locked. Nope. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. God damn it. Move, Randy. In the bathroom. We good? Good. Bags seem good? Alright, I'm bringing a medic up. Y'all hold. Hey, you can bump out. Yep. I'm looking for a second corridor out here.
We're done with another video, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Vibrant Chris. If you're new here, and you like the video, please consider giving it a like and subscribe with notifications on, as it greatly helps me as a content creator to keep out pushing stuff like this for y'all and keep making content like this for y'all to enjoy. Once again, my name is Big Brain Chris. I do videos on morbid and sometimes non-morbid topics in art, music, pop culture, social media, and more. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was trying to do a longer video for y'all, like a bit of a longer video, so you'll have a bit to work with, a bit to like chill out to, and just relax to and watch. I figured I'd do that. I really wanted to do one of those in a while, and I haven't done one since the Solomon Henderson analysis video. I've kind of just done these little short, kind of like 9 to 12 to, I don't know, shortest like 4 to 5 minute ones. I've been doing that long videos, and I want to give you guys a little bit more to work with, a little longer video, and that's why I'm also dragging out this outro, because I also like this song. This song in the background is a banger. If you notice why I always drag out the background intro and the background music, it's because I love the song, bro. Renaissance by Home bangs, bro. But anyways, I'm yapping at this point. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll make more videos soon for y'all, and I have a couple planned. I have actually 3 planned on my list that I'm going to work on soon. So 3 more videos coming for y'all that I have planned, actually. And I love y'all. Peace. Big Brain Chris out. Love y'all. Peace. Bye.
I'm a schemer boy, I'm a dreamer.